Hey girl, I'm Keziah Janai, and welcome to the first episode of Baddies Who Build, where we talk about identity, money, discipline, and building a life you actually are proud of. For our first episode, we're going to be talking about the 5 non-negotiables to build the life you actually want in 2026. Before we get started, I'm sure you're wondering, who are you and why should I listen to you? Well, just in March of this year, I was a broke single mom who was literally 2 days away from eviction. My business had failed. My relationship was falling apart. I was unhealthy, I was stressed, and I was just not present in my life the way that I wanted to be. But I made a decision to change my mind, and my life literally changed with it. By June, I started working at a media company as a viral scriptwriter. By August, I moved into this beautiful brand new apartment. By October, I had developed a way better relationship with food and with myself, and even lost 20 pounds just by being intentional with my body. In October, I was also able to spend an entire week in Croatia with some of my best friends, having literally the trip of my life as a bridesmaid to my best friend's wedding. By November, my relationship had healed and we realized how to merge our passions together. And by December, we were serious about not only our goals, but we were actually putting them in motion, where I am now a founder to a tech startup for a platform that we're building together. That is crazy. I never thought I was going to be a tech girl, but here we are. And this is not the first time I've lived the identity shift. I experienced a major identity shift in 2018 where I literally shifted to working in Hollywood film production on America's #1 TV show with some of the greatest minds in Hollywood film. But that's a story for another time, because today I want to talk about you and building you to be that girl. You're already that girl, but we're trying to make you that girl. Do you know what I mean? So rule number 1, an energy audit. Your life changes the second you stop lying to yourself and you get real about what's in your atmosphere. What kind of things are draining your energy? What kind of things are you tolerating longer than you should? Are you over-explaining yourself? Are you allowing other people to make you feel like they deserve an explanation for the moves you're making? Are you resting, or have you hustled your way into survival mode? This is where you take an honest audit of all the people, all the things, all the situations that are honestly draining you. If it drains you, if it distracts you, if it delays you, you're done with it. You cannot bring in something new while crowding the space with something old. It just doesn't work. Those type of habits, those type of behaviors, those type of people, that type of communication does not serve you anymore. She is not coming into 2026 with us. So get serious about your boundaries and ask yourself, does this honestly support the woman I'm becoming? And if not, bye. Now, that's just one part of the energy audit. The other part is auditing yourself, queen, okay? It is difficult to audit yourself. It is difficult to be honest. You do feel like you are trying your best, but are you? How important are your dreams to you? How important are your goals to you? Do you have a plan B? Because if you have a plan B, then it's not that important. It's just a hobby. It's not a dream. Do you know what I mean? You should never have a plan B to your dreams. You should never be okay with your dream not becoming a reality to you. If you're okay with that, if your dream is to become an influencer, a creator, an interior designer, a dancer, a writer, an actress, a director, whatever it is, if that is your dream, but you're okay with working at King Burger, but you're okay with serving for the rest of your life, but you're okay with working at JCPenney's, and I'm not shading those roles or those jobs. If you want to work at those places, then you are living your dream. You are hitting your goals because that's what you want. But if that's not what you want and you're settling for doing that, that's not okay. You should never be okay with settling for your dreams. Now, there's nothing wrong at working jobs you don't want to work or having to be in situations you don't want to be in on the way to your dreams, but making sure that you're not settling for it, making sure you're not selling yourself short, telling yourself this is okay for now, this isn't that bad. No. We're not doing that. If you're not living your dream, it is that bad. I do not want you to be comfortable with the idea or possibility of not being everything that you want to be, of not living out your full potential. I don't want you to be okay with that. So I need you to audit yourself, and I need you to ask how okay you are with that, and then I need you to get un-okay with that, okay? Rule 2, your health. You cannot build a dream in a tired, unnourished body. I'm not about to get on here and tell you to do 10,000 steps, drink a gallon of water, have 180 grams of protein a day. Great advice, but not the advice that I'm giving. This is not about weight loss. It's about clarity. It's about focus. It's about understanding your identity. It's about emotional regulation. Go on the hot girl walk. Get hydrated. Read the books, do the journaling, move your body, and make sure you're resting. This is something that I really struggled with, and to this day, I have to snatch myself by the hair, the little hair that I do have, and remind myself, you need to rest. Because when you just keep going and going and going and going and going, you get burnt out. And let me tell you what, the hard reality is there is no reward for burnout. You don't get a reward for being the most burnt out person. You just don't. You are putting yourself in an endless cycle of constantly feeling stuck, and that cycle is never going to end until you consciously make the decision to say, I am going to rest because that is what my body is telling me I need right now. And I promise you, your creativity will progress, your body, your mind, your emotions will regulate and become more in alignment with the woman that you want to become, with the woman you already are, but you're stifling by overworking yourself. A healthy body is going to make consistency easy. You will find the energy that you need to be the version of yourself that you actually already are. Some really good books I recommend for self-regulation and for just nervous system regulation: Atomic Habits, I know, shoot me, but amazing, and Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. Chef's kiss. Number 3, your social circle. Hate to say it, babe. Hate to say it, but your social circle reveals your ceiling. So it takes me back to number 1. If your social circle drains you, involves you in unnecessary drama, doesn't clap for you when you win, or actually even worse, compares your wins to their wins, those are not the girls for you. They gotta go. They are not part of your next chapter, and that's okay. You need friends who are aligned with your goals and with your vision, who can motivate you and who can correct you. This is not the year to be friends with people pleasers, and this is not the year to be a people pleaser. People pleasing gets you nowhere except at the bottom of the barrel. It makes you stuff down your boundaries, it makes you stuff down your needs, your wants, your desires, and you put yourself last. And by putting yourself last, you're literally teaching other people that it's okay to put you last. So we're not doing that this year. We're not being friends with or putting ourselves in places that reinforce the people-pleasing mindset. No. So ask yourself, are the people that you have in your life right now people who are really aligned with you? And if not, if you think it's worth having the conversation, if you think they'll receive it well, if you think they're ready to level up too and they just need a little motivation, then have the conversation. I'm a firm believer and supporter of good communication. I'm a firm believer in saving friendships and relationships however you can. But if that person is gonna feel attacked, if that person is gonna try to dissuade you, if that person is gonna try to talk down on you, cause you drama, cause you stress, it's not worth it, babe. It's okay to just say, this relationship, this friendship no longer serves me. Love you, bye. Rule number 4, mindset and money mindset. These two are so important. I will literally do a whole video on this alone, but your mindset locks you into where you are and where you're going to be. You have to believe that there is enough to go around. Why not you? Why can't you be the next designer, creator, YouTuber, influencer, dancer, model, CEO, tech startup queen? Like, why can't you? Why can't you be? Who said? Who said? Let me talk to them. If you're capable of thinking of doing it, you are totally capable of making it happen. And don't expect it to be easy, because it's not. Something that successful people don't talk about a lot is that there are many tears. You are going to cry. You are going to wonder, what the absolute hell am I doing? Was this the right decision? Am I a fool? Did I make a mistake? Did I take a big leap? Did I bite off more than I could chew? And the answer is maybe. Maybe. But right on the other side of that is, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is my life now. I'm living everything I prayed for. I'm so excited to see what's next. I'm so grateful for the people I met along the way, for the divine alignments I made along the way, for the creativity I got along the way, for the wisdom, for the knowledge, for the insight I gained along the way. I promise you, what's right on the other side of those growing pains is worth so much more than the growing pains themselves. The scriptures say, whatever you do, do it with your whole heart, for there is nothing you can take with you to the grave. So there's no reason to hold back on your dreams. It doesn't matter if it looks cringe. Everybody thinks it's cringe until you're winning. Right, which brings me to the money mindset. You have to believe you're worth the money. Money isn't scary, it's literally just a tool. And once you look at money as a tool, then you'll realize how to overcome it. You are literally doing money a favor by circulating it, by giving it, by receiving it, exchanging it, giving it, receiving it, exchanging it. It's a cycle. Without you, money would literally have no value because it wouldn't be being spent. Money is your friend and it responds to your identity. So once you stop tying your identity to money and you stop stop believing I'll be worth more if I had this much money. I'd be better if I had this much money. I'd be more at peace. I'd be prettier. I'd be skinnier. I'd be calmer. I'd be more confident if I had this much more money. Stop tying yourself to money and just be who you are. Be the confident, ethereal, amazing, smart, wonderful version of yourself that you are, the creative, inspired version of yourself that you really are, and money will flow to you because that's who you are. That's what you're giving. Money needs you. You don't need money. I already see in the comments, girl, tell that to my bills. No, honestly, for real, I feel you. I understand. But money needs you, right? Look at money as a tool. Money does not own you. You are not a slave to money. You are that girl. I want you to start saying to yourself, money finds me easily and effortlessly. Blessings chase me down and overtake me. Opportunities fall into my lap. Everyone I come across finds favor in me. Everyone I come across wants to do something kind for me. People just want to pay for me wherever I go. Girl, I know it sounds crazy. It kind of is, but it works because you're literally programming your mind to release those limiting beliefs and step into a version of you that really aligns with that. And you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna say those things and be like, wait, no, I literally believe that though. And then you're gonna see that. Some really good books I recommend on money mindset. You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Chef's kiss. Which brings us to rule number 5. Consistency. Again, whatever you do it with your whole heart. I have definitely over this year had my ups and downs with being consistent, with not being consistent. And let me tell you, being consistent made all the difference. I was literally able to accomplish more in 4 months of my life than I was in an entire year just by being consistent, just by locking in. Do not convince yourself that an insane amount of change can't happen in 90 days. You can be a new person in 90 days, and in 6 months, who are you? I don't recognize her. Literally a new person. Being consistent is literally how you unlock what you want at warp speed. I didn't know how to be consistent in the past because I didn't know my identity. I wasn't locked in and I let everything sway me. I let how much money I had upset me, what my boyfriend was saying, what my friends were doing, what my mom said, what my job was saying, the lack of a job, what these creators said, what they didn't say, content that performed well, content that didn't perform well. I literally tied my identity to everything. And so I was constantly up, down, in and out, in and out. Who am I? Everything was telling me who I was instead of me telling it who I was. The moment that I learned my identity, the moment that I just stood still, the moment that I gave myself grace, the moment that I said, I'm in charge of my reality, I'm in charge of the reality I subscribe to, all of my habits shifted with that mindset. My whole life shifted with that mindset. I started saying something anytime something that would kind of come against me that wasn't really what I had in mind for my day, for my life, for my week, for my relationship, my friendships, my money, even a thought that would stress me out and start causing anxiety and existential thoughts, I would stop myself and I would say, I don't ascribe to that reality. I live in a reality where, and then I would literally fill in the blank of the reality I wanted to live in. And then I basically just said, there is no plan B, only plan A. This is the only way that it can be in this reality on this timeline, period. Doing that energy audit and really asking yourself, who am I? What do I stand for? Where am I going? Makes all the difference and gives you the clear vision that you are looking for. 2026 is not the year of starting over. It's the year of getting a clear vision and staying consistent. And I promise you that by the end of next year, you will be in a place that's completely different than when you started. I'm a book reader, so I love to recommend books, podcasts, channels, anything that's helping your self-growth. So for consistency, totally recommend Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday, Deep Work by Cal Newport, and The Mountain is You by Brianna Weiss. Everything that we'll be talking about in this series, the discipline, the clarity, the mindset, consistency, all what led me here. Like I said, I have spent this entire year learning how to slow down, get honest with myself, give myself grace where I needed it, give myself discipline when I needed it. And that process did not just change my life, but it led me to building something that is literally going to change creators' lives. It led me to becoming a founder and building this platform with my partner called Portfolio, which is designed to help creators organize their work, build their brand, and actually see their growth and workflow all in one place. Without all the ab juggling, without all the burnout, without all the scattered tools. I don't want to give away too much because we're still still building it, but I want you to know that this is something that was created by a creator for creators who are ready to change their lives in 2026. I want to bring you along on this entire journey, the process, the growth, the behind the scenes. And if you want to be part of it early, we've opened a waitlist. You can click below in the bottom bar. I am so excited about this, and I'm so ready to bring people on that the first 100 people to join the waitlist will actually get 3 months of premium for free once we launch. And we are going to build a community of people who are genuinely ready to create like they've never created and to be that girl. And whether you join the waitlist or not, doesn't matter. I want you to know this: the life you want is not far away. It is not unreachable. You are going to build it through small, disciplined steps, aligned energy, and consistency. And I'm so excited to walk this next chapter with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we talk about how comparison is killing your calling. Love you, bye.